All right, the housing market, is it crashing? Is it correcting? What's going on with it? Well, here to tell us more is the Valleywide Realtor, Claudia Jerkin. Claudia, how you doing?
Great, how about yourself?
All right, I said it right there. Is it crashing? Is it correcting? What is going on? Because we're hearing different things, especially, with just recently the Feds came out and made some adjustments to, of course, the, oh my goodness, I can't.
Interest rates.
Thank you,
yes.
things and stuff like that. Okay. So what's going on out there?
So what I've been seeing, again, working the market day in, day out, it's correcting itself. It's correcting itself definitely. With interest rates going a little bit higher, I see that the price of houses are leveling out to a point where they should have been.
Right.
They're not going to see a huge increase in equity as much anymore. It's still going to be a great time to sell. You're still going to have enough profit, but it's just not going to be, the hundred thousands. Right.
So yeah, let's talk about that. What happened there? I mean, what made that all of a sudden jump? Was it just the way the market was going that people were able to get that big high price and everything? Is that what was going on? And now we've actually said, okay, now we know what you're actually supposed to be getting, right?
It was demand. Demand definitely was a big factor in that for sure.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of people buying. That demand is still there. Supply is still low. Even though we're getting more houses on the market, the demand numbers show that are still higher.
Yeah, we had a graphic up. Can we pull that? This is the other graphic right here we want to see. The new listings. Let's talk about that because people are still listing. People are still going out there and doing that, right?
That is correct, and that number is from last month in May. Today in June, it's all up to 11,000 listings already.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
and
so
let's go back to the first one because I wanted to talk about this here. Okay, so a medium sale price right now is $480,000 compared to what were we seeing before? I mean, that's
380. 400. So yeah, it's definitely gone higher again because of that demand. And if people are, they need a place to live, they're going to pay for it. And if they can afford it and they're in a good spot, they're going to go ahead and go for it.
Okay. Now let's get talking about what we're going to see coming up here in buying and housing in the areas that are growing. And there's a lot because you're all over the place going. So what should we start to look for as we're starting to see this more of the change going on?
So again, the correction is happening. There's more houses on the market. There's going to be more, buyers that were so tired of okay, I give up. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just going to rent. Now there's hope. There's more houses on the market. Go back, visit your lender, and see where you're at as far as numbers go. So, so that's one. Two, I feel like a lot of sellers are still motivated to sell. The only thing with that is that we're going to see them at the level again where they should be by this time, not so much higher. So if you're thinking about selling, I would say really think about how you're going to price your house and just don't go to the highest, to the top of the market.
Yeah, and as we saw there, they were talking, of course, the graphic that was up there was saying about, of course, 22 days, right? So tell me a little about that.
So it used to be, back in a few months ago, even in January, houses, a week off the market, 7 days, they were off market already.
Wow.
Now they're lasting at least 22 days before somebody comes in and offers on your house and your house goes under contract is what we call it, pending. And so now it's taking about 22 days. In a healthy market, it's about 120 days.
Wow.
For a house to sell and not that quickly. So as you can see, the demand is still there.
Yeah, and we just got to be patient is pretty much now what it is. And then those who are looking to buy maybe start to look again and start walking around and seeing what they're seeing. Because it was going kind of crazy.
Right.
What's also important too is that they need to contact you or of course a realtor to talk about this because again, we hear in the news and we hear these little snippets, but firsthand because you're getting all the information in directly and studying it so you know how to help a seller or buyer.
Right, that's right. Again, working the market day in and day out, full time, not being a part-time agent that I'm not aware of, new lending restrictions, new programs, or trends that are happening out there in the market. It's imperative that you have somebody on your side that is going to completely, represent you and get the best deal for you.
Yeah, that's it right there. Miss Valleywide Realtor, tell everybody where they can find you.
ClaudiaJorgensen.com.
There it is right there. Claudia, thanks for coming in. Thanks for
Thank
helping us
you.
too with this, because it was kind of confusing when we start to think, oh my goodness, it's crashing,
Right.
but not really. It's just coming down to where it should be.
Right, exactly. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.